Trojans. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a playoff team from last year, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. The Trojans will kick it away to start us off. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he'd left that one in the end zone. He'll hand it off. And this running play is stopped by an inspired defense tonight. Fans around the country got their eyes on this matchup, but this is going to be fun. It doesn't happen often enough in college football, an early season collision of top 5 teams.
Yeah, you love to see a test early in the year for the players and the coaches because you find out all that work you put in the summer. You think you got a good football team, and now you get a chance to go up against one of the top teams in the country. I'm just glad we're here to witness it.
They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Aggressive start to this game. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Scanning the field. It's Moore. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage.
But this coach isn't holding anything back today. Plenty of time left, and the confidence to go for it is very telling of the faith he has in his guys.
The Ducks will line up on 1st and 10. It's a draw. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, a lot of times as a play caller, you go to the draw play because you feel the defensive front is just consumed with trying to get pressure on the quarterback. They go with the draw, but the defense is completely locked in. Does a nice job of showing discipline to completely negate the play.
Look at the pass here on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Sutter. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. This is something rare and special, Kirk. This early in the season, have a 1 versus 2 matchup. These kind of games have become part of the history of the sport. Both these teams expected to contend for a national championship.
Yeah, I can't believe we get this kind of opportunity early in the year like this. Really find out who maybe the best team in the country is. And the willingness to take this game on provides them with a huge opportunity to have a big resume builder early in the year.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. Tries to get it to the running back. Nice grab. It's Hill. They make the stop just short of the 1st. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down.
Well, they're going to come up short of the sticks here. We got a tough decision at this point in the football game for the head coach. What will they do now on 4th down? On
their own side of the 50, they're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. first.
Hey, one of the things we love about this guy is his ability to use his legs when he has to. And I almost feel like he got behind that offensive line, and because of his size, I don't know if they were able to locate him. By the time they did, it's a first down for the offense.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. They'll toss it to the right side. He's got room to run. He's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. The 10. Touchdown, Ducks. Way too much speed on that play.
Well, all the film work that they've done to get ready for this game, here we are in the opening drive. They see exactly what they thought they might see based on their film work. It pays off, and this back had a ton of space to show you what kind of speed he has.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Empty set now. 5 wide receivers. Dropping back. It's Williams. Caught quickly. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain. Well, the season just got a lot more intense. This could be fun. A premier 1 versus 2 matchup, Kirk, right here in the middle of the season.
Yeah, middle of the year to get 1 versus 2. This obviously is going to have a lot of implications as far as the playoff is concerned. And I'm just curious to see a big game like this. Do you ease your way in, or do you take a couple big swings to try to establish who could be the dominating team? Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary, and they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Sure hands. It's Tatum. And it's good for a first down at the 36.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down at the 47.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
That's a first down for USC's offense. Nice job up front and an outstanding run here by this running back. What great tradition that USC has at running the football and having great backs. And it's beautiful to see another good one here today.
The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Let's fly to the wideout. Oh, and another incompletion.
What a hit there on 3rd down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big 4th down play.
Well, they're going to go for it, try to keep the drive going. 4th down and 7. Looking to throw. It's Williams. And he slings it deep back to the left side. Touchdown, Trojans. A great catch and run for 6.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Handoff running right. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. A draw to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, you almost feel bad for the running back here. There's just nowhere to go. He ends up trying to bounce it to get to the outside on the draw, but the defense covered up all the gaps and made that impossible. It's another nice job by this defense.
To throw, it's Moore. Makes the catch downfield. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Love to see a quarterback who looks for a matchup on 3rd down. Sees his go-to guy who's got a favorable matchup, gets the ball to him for a 1st down.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete on the final play of the 1st quarter. So some early drama here. We're all even at the end of 1. Take a quick pause and check out the stats from this 1st quarter. And as we move to the 2nd quarter, we hope these teams will build on a promising start. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Oh, look, he's trucking it deep again. From right near the sideline for a big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
And the Ducks looking to keep this drive moving. The ball as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Here's the 2nd down play. Looking to chuck it again. Pulls it in. It's Perry. He's stopped, but he gets a 1st down. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route, and the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
And the Ducks lining up here on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side on the toss. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of the speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. The defensive speed, ability to diagnose the play, blows it up.
Dropping back, it's Moore. Looking for 6. Intercepted in the end zone.
Well, they come out of that nickel package, and the move pays off, gives them an extra defensive back on the field, a little bit more speed and awareness, and it pays off with this big interception.
And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective, moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. Makes the grab. It's Fisher. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, man, it puts a premium on the receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Fisher. He saw it, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
That's big-time play by the wide receiver. Makes the catch, breaks the tackle, and then gets some yards afterward.
Completion good for first-down yardage for this offense. Gonna run it. It's Tatum. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
They'll hand it off. He's finding some room at the 45. Breaks clear over the right side. Will they chase him down? All the way to the end zone. On a run. Touchdown, USC.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Direct snap. Now when he's getting boxed in, the defense not at all fooled by the wildcat look.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Fires it to the wideout. That one falls incomplete, looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Fires it to the wideout. It's incomplete again. Fourth down coming up.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
We'll see what he can do with the return. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And And the USC offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. First down and more. He's still running. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch it. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
But it was just a matter of time till this guy found the seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that second and third level. And with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
PHC is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Takes the handoff. It's Davison.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Looking downfield. It's Moore. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
All it took was one explosive play to move the ball across midfield. First down to the 48. Grab behind the line. It's Sutter. He's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Oh, he throws it back. Using his legs here. Inside the 30. They get him to the ground, but it's first down now at the 28. The Ducks have first and 10 here. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Dickey. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Trying to keep this impressive drive going, but the loss makes it second down and 14 here. Caught in the backfield. It's Sutter. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Seventh play of the drive coming up. They're going to run the option.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
So no field goal try here. Coach leaves the offense on the field to go for it on fourth down. He can go. Not much of
now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Using his legs, it's Tatum. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Defense ready for the Wildcat. Just a short gain. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Oh, that one's picked off. Look out, he's in the clear. Muscles past the defender. At the 20, at the 10. All the way back for the pick six. Touchdown, Oregon. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kirk.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchdown. They'll start at the 25. Enough for one more play in the half. From the shotgun to handoff. And test the middle and get stuffed. That is just not open for business today. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Ducks will kick it off to begin the second half. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. An effective running game is why they're on top. Let's see if the defense can find a way to stop that. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So the running play stopped on first down, brings up 2nd and 10 from their 25. Looking right, this one caught. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain in that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
No gain on the play.
And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. He's on to boot it away now. Not the way he wanted to kick it. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Ducks offense retakes the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Lets it go quickly. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. To throw, it's Williams. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Boy, third down and short. They decide to throw the football, roll the dice a bit, doesn't work out. Now you're at fourth and short. You got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or do they try to go through the air again?
Head coach keeps the punt team on the sidelines for fourth down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Pop over the middle. It's Fisher. Stopped at the 43. This offense picks up another first down. And the Trojans come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. He hands it off from the gun. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just for 2 yards. And Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looks right for a quick completion. Finding some room at the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
Chris, this guy's listed as a tight end, but to me, he's really a wide receiver. Here's an example of how he can use his size and speed to overmatch this defense for a touchdown.
Try to add to the lead now with a PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return begins inside the 10. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Offense is back on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession pick on the very first play. Looking downfield, it's Moore. He finds the running back in the flat. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Second down after that short completion. The quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down mark.
Good time here to drop this screen in for the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Quick throw to his receiver. The senior tries to take a shot, but overthrows his man.
Oof, the risk of throwing on 3rd and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on 4th down, but what will be the play call?
Down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. Looking to throw again. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. The gain is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
Bit of a risky decision here to go for it on your own side of the 50, but guess what? They make it work. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, it's play action. Contact as he threw it. Incomplete. Trying to find the receiver there. Just missed him.
he just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
They come to the line in a wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. Oh, and he's going backwards. The wildcat look did not hurt this defense at all.
I love the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little bit lacking on that one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board on that call.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
The coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. The back's got it. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. That gain sets up a 3rd down play. To the air, it's Williams. Makes a quick grab. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the 2nd half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
Running back has it on the screen now.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Running back grabs it on the screen. And they bring him down. Blocker has not much help on the screen there. He's short of the 1st down.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screen play, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
Quick throw to the flat. It's a screen. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a 1st down.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. They're going to run it here. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this 3rd quarter. And it's USC in front, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. And they got to be feeling pretty good about things as we wrap up the 3rd quarter. Let's review how we got here. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Williams. Grab down the middle. It's Jordan. That's enough for a 1st down. This offense set up in scoring position at the 40. And the Trojans with 1st and 10 here. Offense will keep it on the ground here.
I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Good job bleeding the clock on this drive so far. They'll come up on a 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
This defense just cannot get off the field. The long march moves on. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They make the tackle all the way down to the 17.
Well, I'd love to see this late in a game like this with the lead. Get aggressive. Go for it here on third down through the air. Quarterback delivers to his receiver. Comes down with a nice completion and a first down, and they keep that clock moving.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Play fake, looking to throw. Quick throw, testing the middle. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Signs a quick throw. The defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's fourth down. And the Trojans will come to the line looking to keep the drive going on fourth down. Trying for a fourth down completion. Rolling to his left outside the pocket. And it's a touchdown. But wait, looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's find out if this one's going to count. Dropping back, it's Moore. Looking deep downfield to the left. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Empty set now, 5 wide. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking deep to the right side. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Tight coverage, deflected and incomplete. Brings up fourth down. They'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Catch made in space. Look out. The choice to go for it doesn't pan out this time.
Well, with over 3 minutes to go in this game, Chris, down by a couple scores. You have to go for this. Thought the offense had a great shot. Now they're going to rely on their defense to try to get a quick stop or get a turnover and somehow get that football back.
Pointer in the end zone. Touchdown, USC. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Boy, this guy can do it all. Whether it's the ability to be elusive and bounce to the outside in space, run over top of defenders, that's now 3 touchdowns in this game alone.
Well, they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. You can kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. They'll return it from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. To throw, it's Moore. Looking for the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
And one big play has moved the ball across midfield. 1st and 10 in enemy territory. Pressure is coming. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime, get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play, force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbound.
The catch is made for a huge pickup. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And the Ducks starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw it from the red zone. He lets it rip. And they find the tight end open on the corner route. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there. And the offense will have a 1st and goal. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ducks.
Boy, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. PAT cuts it to a 14-point game, 35-21. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Falls on it himself to avoid disaster. And the USC offense is back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 for them.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Pounding away with the run game. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. And they get the conversion there. 1st down now from the 33.
What a shot, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. 1st down. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. The Trojans are going to cash in this red zone trip.
691, Gators far. Pilot. Arrow.
Looking to pass this time. Gets made on the out route. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
know, this head coach and even the players always talk about wanting to play a full 4 quarters, and that's what we're seeing right now. I don't think they're interested in running the score up. I just think they're out there executing the plays called. Right now, they continue to put touchdowns up on the board.
Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now to begin at the 19. Back to pass. It's Moore. Looking for his big tight end. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. He's bringing it back. Touchdown, Trojans. A big defensive score. And the interception taken to the house. A pick-6 potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. Forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play.
Set to kick this one.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by the coverage team.
And the Oregon offense will take over. 1st and
10. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. So the offense declines the penalty after the big play. Offense on the move now as that penalty gives them a fresh set of downs. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Caught over the middle. It's Dickey. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Well, it's hard to be in man coverage when the quarterback has this kind of time to be able to navigate and find the open man. He finds his receiver pulling away from that defender, makes a nice throw and a 1st down.
Offense moving into a bunch formation.
Shadow. Militaries.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Deep shot toward the end zone. And it's broken up. Great play by the DB, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the defensive back, and who is actually going to get their hands on the ball. I can't really blame him for this one, because an incompletion will always be more welcome than an interception.
Looking for a late deep shot. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better. But it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
That completion sets up an important 3rd down play. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. And he drops back in the gun. Looking for a late deep throw. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big 4th down stop.
Well, they just had to go for this, Chris. Pretty obvious. Not much of a choice. Down late in the game like this, you got to be aggressive. You got to take a chance. This was clearly just not their day.
And here comes the USC offense back on the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the defense smothers him for no gain. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Now we want a draw play. The junior able to bring him down quickly. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Williams. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
This defense is trying to do anything they can to get back in the game. The fact this offense is still throwing the ball, who knows, maybe a tip pass, maybe an interception, anything they can do to get the ball back.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. A deep shot to the left side. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, USC.
Well, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
See if they can convert the point after. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Press coverage now from the secondary. Looking deep for late-game heroics. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
With the catch, it's Hill. Tackled at the 40, that'll earn a fresh set of downs. And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. First down, looking to throw the football. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Could take it all the way. And the defense is going to win this game, crushing any chance of a comeback. Now they can secure the W by just kneeling down.